Dude.
You're going to laugh at my Coors Light again, but I don't care.
Well, Coors Light's good. Should I bust out one of these?
Dude, I took 2 gummies last night.
Like 2 cans?
Yes.
Right.
Popped 2 of them. And so then I ended up falling asleep like an hour later, 3 o'clock in the morning. My daughter wakes me up at like 7:30. We had breakfast plans. Dude, I think until like 12:30 I was stoned. We had lunch plans with some friends at 1.
Oh.
And I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm like,
right.
I am totally fucking stoned right now. God damn it. Slept like a baby though. When was the last time you shit your pants?
What's the definition of shitting pants? Like where, like I literally shit, or like I sharted to where, in between my cheeks, I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of shit in there. Like we are out of my neighborhood, and I'm like, okay, I've got to fart, and it was like, it was 0 fart. It was literally, I just pushed out shit. And it wasn't even a fart. It was no air in it. It just was instant liquid because it was like diarrhea.
Because I woke you up?
Huh? No, yeah. Well, I just happened to wake up. I'm like, oh shit, it's 8:40 or something like that. You know, that was almost an hour ago, but
I know.
I was like, oh, we're gonna be on soon, dude.
You're gonna laugh at my Coors Light again, but I don't care.
Well, Coors Light's good. Should I bust out one of these?
If you want to bust them out, you can. I'm not.
I was gonna say I might take a. I actually took one the other night. See if it would help me like stay up. It did. I fell right asleep. All it did is knock me out.
Why would it help you stay up?
I don't know. I was like, maybe it'll help me. Like I'm playing video games. It might help me hyper focus during video games. I don't know. Instead, I just fell asleep playing video games.
Dude, I took 2 gummies last night. I bought some other one. Yeah. So I was dumb. I don't know what I was thinking. So I
like 2 cans.
Yes. So it's like even worse, right? It's like 2 a.m. now.
Right.
Like tossing and turning. I'm like, so I go, and these are ones that are like geared towards sleeping.
Right.
Pop 2 of them. And so then I end up falling asleep like an hour later, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And my daughter wakes me up at like 7:30. We had breakfast plans. So we go out to breakfast, and dude, I think until like 12:30 I was stoned. I couldn't like, shake it, man. I was like,
do you normally take 2? Like
no,
it was just a bad decision at 2 a.m.
Yeah. And then like even then I didn't do the math, right? 2 a.m. It's like a long, I know for me, I feel it for like 10 hours. I feel like
right.
That's what it was. We had lunch plans with some friends at 1.
Oh shit.
And I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, like total stoned. Like I'm like walking around the kitchen 8:15 in the morning, trying to get my coffee, like just going back and forth, doing different things. Like, I'm like, I can't stay I'm talking to myself. I'm like, right. I am totally fucking stoned right now. God damn it. Slept like a baby though.
There you go. You got your 4.5 hours of sleep was good enough, I guess.
Well, that's my average.
Is it really?
I don't sleep enough. I'm slowly killing myself with sleep.
I find me being on nights, I think I'm actually sleep. Although lately, the last week, I wake up a lot. You know, I don't set an alarm, which I don't need to because I sleep until I need to get up. Because I go to bed right when I get home from work. So I'm not going to sleep for 12 hours. I never have, never will.
Right.
So, but I always wake up thinking, oh, it's almost time to get up. And I look at it, it's like 9:30. I'm like, shit, I got to sleep for 2 more hours or 3 more hours,
So you just roll over.
So I roll over,
fall back to sleep.
I'll do that every once in a while. But I feel like I sleep more being on nights than I did on days because I come home and I sleep until I need to get up, till my body tells me to get up. And then instead of, waking up to go to work and then staying up for a few hours or sometimes too long, and then waking up to an alarm at 3:30 in the morning, you know what I mean? So
you go to bed as soon as you get home from work, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. So I normally sleep from like 6 to noon, 6 to 1:30 sometimes.
6 hours. That's not a lot.
It's plenty. I mean, that's plenty. That's 6 to 7 hours I'll sleep.
Right.
Where sometimes when I work nights, I would go to bed at 10 and have to wake up at 3 in the morning, which was 5 hours sleep, which was too little. I don't know.
Yeah, 5. Dude, when I was a kid, I could do it, but now I can't. I mean, I'll do it once and I'll feel it.
Right.
And then I'm dumb and I'll do it twice, It's just dumb.
Dude, tell me about this. What was frustrating you so much the dance recital? Like just picking her up, or was you can watch them, right?
Yeah. So no, it's at the end of the recital, and we have to sign Lily out. We have to, all the parents have to sign the kids out. So we get a walk around backstage, and then just this line of people, and they're all going into it's at a high school, so it's going into this giant band room, and they stop me right at the door. Sir, no husbands allowed. I was like, well, okay. And I was like, well, I have to pick up my daughter. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And well, you can't go in there. And dude, it's a wide open room, right? There's like double doors going into it, wide open. People everywhere, kids everywhere. It's just chaos.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, how do I get my daughter? I have to sign her out. And they're like, oh, well, what's her name? So they go grab her, bring her forward. I'm just freaking, I just feel it like boiling up inside of me, like treating me like a freaking pedophile or something.
Right.
Like, and Kim's like, well, like girls are getting dressed. And I was like, no, they weren't. I was like, this isn't during the show. I was like, everything, they have people everywhere. I was like, if kids are getting dressed in there, those doors need to be closed, because I could see right through. Like, they weren't. Everyone was playing. It was just, but because I'm a predator for some reason. And I was like, but and I'm like, women molest kids all the time, all the time. I don't know if more kidnappings happen from women or from men. I don't know what it is, but I think molestation by women is underreported. Right. Like, dude, if I'm 10 years old and my teacher gives me head, I'm like, it's the most exciting thing in the world.
Yeah. We're not telling anybody, right?
Why would I?
I mean, besides our friends.
Thing?
Yeah. We're not reporting it.
Right. But I'm just freaking mad. It made me think back to when Kim and I were trying to adopt a kid, how they had said that I wasn't allowed to be home alone with my adopted daughter or something, or like foster daughter is how it would be, right? Foster child. Yeah. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. And I was like, why is that? I was like, you've checked me out. Like, you've got, fingerprinted, FBI background check. You know me. I've sat here for 20 hours now in these classes talking to you, and there's only 4 of us in this room, me and my wife and this other couple. I was like, what? If you don't trust me, you don't trust me. And
then you shouldn't let us have this kid.
Right. And I was like, so, but I can be alone with a boy, a foster child that's a boy, but I can't be alone with a foster child that's a girl, but no restrictions on the women. And and then I look like an asshole in the class, being like, well, women molest boys all the time. Right. Oh, I mean, it's not the same. It's not this. Oh, how is it not the same? Molestation's molestation.
And then you could say, you know what? There's probably just as much, if not more, gay men molesting little boys. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, so what's the? Then you shouldn't be letting any man foster a child ever. Then I guess with that thought.
Dude, like, I thought about it last night. Dude, I was hot. I was so angry last night sitting in that hallway, like wanting to just barge right in there and be like, fuck you. I don't give a shit, Right. And thinking, I was like, you know what? This is the same mentality as racism. 100%, right? Like, all black people are like this. All Mexican people are like this. All white people are like this. All men are like this, right? Just treated me like a freaking pedophile. I was just like, you. I mean,
if it was an actual dressing room, it would be totally different. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's a big old band room that everybody's running around and playing, and kids and, and moms are in there like great. You know what I mean?
Dude, during the show, I agree. The girls are changing, right? There's guys that aren't allowed to go in there that are in the like play or whatever, the freaking recital.
Right.
Excuse me. And they have to change someplace else. In the hallway where everyone can see them. Right. Most likely. But so I understand, like, hey, you can't go in there while they're changing. But this wasn't that scenario. This wasn't.
Yeah, it's over. Nobody's changing.
Yeah,
right.
It's like every window was open in the place.
Right.
I could see right in. It's like, that's my daughter right there. It's just.
Yeah. If someone's changing, these doors need to be shut, and you probably should say something. I don't know. I mean, can you talk to them? Say, hey, no, you're not gonna let me check my daughter out, and you're saying this is like a changing room or something. Then keep the doors closed.
If I was a single dad, maybe I'd have that fight. and I'd have been fighting that fight already because there's so, but at the same time, oh man, I'm a white 42-year-old man. Like I have, according to everyone else, life is super easy for me and I shouldn't have any like mental issues. No, like, there's silver platters just like stacked up waiting for me.
Right.
I don't know. I just can't see them.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I choose to fight things I probably shouldn't. So also, but also there's some things I'll be like, I don't want to deal with this, and maybe I should be fighting it. I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, I went on a cruise a couple weeks ago. Actually, last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was for work. We had our 20-year reunion, fucking anniversary at work. So we went to, it was a Carnival cruise.
Mm-hmm.
4 nights. I don't know what we left Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and like we're off the boat at Monday at like 8:30 in the morning, which is freaking rough, dude. That is rough.
Right.
You're getting your like last night of partying. I think I went back to the room at like 2:30, and but like we got to pack. So like it's not like I got to wake up at 8:30 and walk out the door. You know what I mean? So I'm up at 6:30. I got to get breakfast. I'm like, fuck. Why did I do that? It's too late. Why did I have that last pizza? Lily went too.
Lily went too? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was badass. We had a room with a balcony, which is cool. All of it was paid for, and we paid for the upgrade, which was only like $600 or something.
Right.
And then, dude, I worked for the best freaking owner in the world. They gave us a $500 credit on our account there. So like, I think we spent $560. So our out of pocket was $60.
Wow.
And that was like, we played in the arcade with Lily. I got freaking, I drank so much. I fucking passed out Friday. It's like 6:00. I tried to go 1 for 1 with this guy that I work with, and we talk whiskey all the time, dude. And I can throw down. I believe. I don't think there's a lot of people that can hang with me. Like you can sometimes. Like you pull it out, and I'm like, dude, my liver is way more callous than yours. Like how is this possible?
Yeah, it just. I believe I think the only time I don't hang out with you is if I'm drinking and an edible gets thrown in the mix. Lately, I've been outdoing you. You've been wanting to go to bed the last 5 times we hung out.
Okay, you work nights, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Before I got to nights, that was before I got to nights too. I think.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is. I'll give you that. Oh man, 3:00. I hit my. There's a wall. There's like a.
Although it's
physical
different.
wall.
You're tired and you're sleepy. You're not drunk and wanting to pass out. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
But dude, so we're at this. Dude, Carnival Cruise is probably the most like white trash and ghetto cruise that you can go on. And I mean, there's all types of people, dude. I saw so many, not titties, but like just no one's wearing bras, which I love. It's awesome, right? But it's all. I mean, dude, I'm like, and it, they're all like 48-year-old women that shouldn't be walking around like that, but they're like, they just don't give a shit, dude. It's
like
party
they shouldn't.
time.
What do you mean they shouldn't? Like they should, right? Like,
dude, I'm happy they made that choice. Yeah. But like they wouldn't do it.
See, there you go. They're stereotyping. You're stereotyping 48-year-old women and how they should be acting. They should definitely be.
No, dude, trust me. What I'm saying, like there was a, it's like there was a shift in their mentality. They got on that boat and suddenly it's a party time.
And it was free.
Dude, it's
it was
time.
Like 25 again.
Yeah, dude, 100%. So, and when we got off the boat, I'm like walking around, like, because now it's a big old long line to get off the boat, and I'm like watching everyone, and I'm like, fuck, everyone's got bras on today. Every fucking. I was like, okay, I see how it is. That was just a snapshot there,
Right.
Dude. So I tried to go 1 for 1 with Jonesy, this guy at work, and he freaking buried me. Dude. I had to ask for help. I went to the restroom. So it's like we're doing shots, right? And or not. It's not shots, but they turned into shots. So we're drinking like Blanton's, which is kind of a higher end bourbon. And you don't see it. Most places don't have it. It's expensive, but they were cheap there. $23. It should have been $23 for an ounce, but they were giving us like a 4-finger pour.
Right.
So it's just a massive amount, man. I'm sipping it, and Jonesy's like, "Chris, I'm done. Where are you at, man?" I'm like, "Oh shit!" Fucking slam it. And there's more of us doing it. Right. And I think what happened is everybody else is like, "No, man, I'm good," and I'm the one fool that was like, "Oh, all right, dude, let's do it. Let's do it."
I'm keeping up. Yeah.
2 hours later, I'm fucking in a chair. I like pass out for 5 minutes, come to, and I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. And
What
I'm like,
night was this?
Friday night that we got on the boat at 2:30 in the afternoon. By 6 o'clock, I'm fucking passed out.
Right.
And so like, you know, I'm sweating. I'm like running my freaking fingers through my hair. It's just dripping. I'm dripping. I can almost feel it like dripping on my neck, you know? And I'm like, I had to fight throwing up. And I'm like, Jonesy, I need help. I was like, you got to take me to the bathroom. And he's there like taking pictures of me. And I'm fucking so mad. There's nothing I can do. And I just,
no, you deserved it.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
And, so I go to the bathroom and then the toilet doesn't flush. And there's like a giant turd and like all this toilet paper in there. And
do you say fuck these shallow toilets? Or?
No. So I didn't puke. So I couldn't flush the toilet. So I didn't shit. And then I just, I walked back and Jonesy was out there waiting for me, or he was in the bathroom still. And I was like, dude, you got to take me to the room. I don't know where I'm at. And he was like, what's your room number? And I was like, I don't know. And like the room number's not on the cards. Like the room key was so dumb. And, so I had to like dig through my phone, and dude, it's just of course I ran into everyone on the way there. Yeah. And I'm like, it ran into my,
like even your boss.
I fucking ran right into my boss. Yeah. And I remember talking to myself, I'm like, don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. Just don't look at him. Don't look at him in the eyes. And, so I saw him the next day and he's like, dude, you realize we had a whole conversation and you were like, you just kept saying you're not going to look me in the eyes, but we were talking and
you were saying,
and I was like, dude,
you were saying that out loud.
I don't even remember.
I'm not going to look at you in the eyes.
I was so embarrassed.
But like, what about Kim and Lily? What the hell were they doing? Like, where were they at?
They were in the room. And there was like a little kind of gathering with everyone. You know, we just got on the boat. We thanked the owner because he was there, obviously, and so we're all just there partying, you know.
Right.
And she was out fine with it, you know. I went out onto the deck. They went and got food, and I was out on the deck, and then freaking passed out there. And I woke up, I think like 3 hours later, 9 o'clock, and went and got some dinner, and then came back, fucking fell asleep, woke up.
That was your first day. Yeah. That was day one.
Oh, it was rough. And I didn't drink that much again the whole trip. Like, it was dumb.
But you kept a steady, lighter pace.
Actually,
or you didn't drink at all?
I still drank, but you know, not until like 3 o'clock. We're all out by the pool. Lily and some of the other or some of the other kids that she met there on the boat. You know, they're all going down the water slides, and I'm like, sure, I'll take a. You know, I don't know, whatever. They have these like rum drinks.
Mai Tai.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It
was fun, man. It's not worth the effort to like pay to go on a cruise, I feel like. But if someone else pays your way, I was like, dude, I'll go.
Really? Like, that's not like me and my wife are thinking about wanting to go on a cruise or something. We've never been on a cruise, the two of us together anyway. I've never been on one. She's been on one. But like, you wouldn't do that on a normal vacation? Like, that's not something you want to do?
Maybe if it was just Kim and I, it might be different. And maybe if it wasn't that cruise, like if it wasn't the
like if it was like the Royal Caribbean instead or something.
Yeah, and if we went someplace cool, but it like with this is a party, like a party route. Yeah. Even it's a.
What's that going to Ensenada, Mexico?
Goes to Ensenada. Yeah,
Catalina Island and then back or something.
It doesn't. No, just one stop. Yeah,
one stop.
It's like the cruise. It takes 2 days to get to Ensenada, mostly because they just go out in the ocean and park the boat. And and then we get to Ensenada and we leave and we're back like in less than 12 hours. So like, you know, it's obvious that they parked the boat, but it's just not.
Yeah.
You know, if we were to go to Alaska, like I think you could take a cruise to Hawaii. I think that would suck because I don't know how long you're out there in the ocean.
It's just all ocean.
Yeah. Shit out of me. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like 4 days of ocean, I think, or 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, you get tired of the boat. There's like, nothing to do.
Yeah. Even just in that 3 days, 3 nights, you were like, okay, there's nothing to do for me.
Dude,
I'm done.
It's like going to Vegas. If you're down to spend money, there's things to do, you know? And you're stranded on this boat. So, you know, like they charge you for water kind of thing. You know, you're like, really? I want water. And then you're like, no, I just wanted like a glass of free water. Like you didn't have to give me the $4 fucking tube.
Bottle, yeah.
It's dumb. Kim was jacked up when we got back. Like her stomach was fucked.
Really? Like from the food?
I think so, yeah. She didn't eat bad at all, but it's
Right.
super rich, and you're all straight. It's cruise food.
Yeah.
She's gonna hate that I'm saying this, but she was having all of these stomach issues and like just ripped a mean fart, and I was like, you trust that? Like, you trust that fart? And she was like, none. And like, never have I never not trusted one. I was like, bullshit.
Wow.
Bullshit. That doesn't
Like, do you think that's like I mean, obviously she hasn't sharded before, I guess, right? Is that what she's saying?
that's
Like, it only takes one time to not trust it, right?
When was the last time you shit your pants?
Like, actually, like, what's the definition of shitting pants? Like where shit, like I literally shit, or like I sharded to where, in between my cheeks, I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of shit in there.
But it didn't hit your underwear?
Yeah, I never hit my underwear.
Like, never once in your life?
Oh, no, one time. Only one time.
When was
Have
this?
I ever?
Yeah.
I was driving. I had Chris and Angel with me. This was 15 years ago, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I was driving Chris and Angel. We had just left the house, and I was in a hurry. And I'm driving, and all of a sudden, like, we are out of my neighborhood. And I'm like, okay, I've got to fart. And it was zero fart. It was literally, I just pushed out shit.
I love it.
It wasn't even a fart. It was no air in it. It just was instant liquid, because it was like diarrhea. It wasn't like a solid thing. I was just like, oh, I got to fart. Lift my cheek up while I'm driving. And I'm like, literally just shit myself. Yeah. So I had to turn around, go back home. I wonder if Chris and Angel remember that. Yeah. I'm like, fuck. I was just cussing. And the kids are like, what's going on? And, they're older, I think, but like teenagers.
Oh, no.
I'm like, I just shit myself. I sharted. I think I told them I just sharted. But like, it was more than a shart. It wasn't just a shit fart. It was, I just ripped it and everything came out. Poop.
Yeah. So I think technically, so that shitting your pants. I think if it stays within the confines of your butt cheeks, then that's not shitting your pants. That's a shart.
Yeah,
right?
and that has happened several times. Like right there, I probably could have sharted a little bit. Just kidding. But no, I've done it where like I catch it. I'm like, and I stop it. Like, if I would have let any more out, it would have been a shit my pants.
And you have to go though, at that moment. You got to get up and walk.
Oh
and
yeah,
take care
I'm
of
like,
it.
I have to go. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I have to leave the area immediately.
I was,
and sometimes it's like, oh, I was really expecting to be a lot worse than what it was, and it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you got like like food stuck in your teeth. I feel like, and it feels like it's like, why can I not see it? Because it's freaking, it's like a marble,
like it's
floating around between my teeth. Yeah, same. I was just shocked to know that Kim has never shit her pants. I mean, I'm proud. It makes me happy.
I'm gonna say I can almost bet my life my wife has not either, ever.
The fuck is
as an adult?
Dude, I've shit my pants. I think I've only shit my pants once as an adult. I've sharded once, 100% sharded. Yes, for sure. I think I changed my underwear out of precaution because I was like on the way to work. I mean, like, I hadn't left home yet, but I was like walking to the door, and I was like, oh, but beyond that, I think I'm all right. But yeah, I'm just shocked. I was like, how can you not? I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me that I've
like they don't live their life. It must be nice to. Oops, I thought I turned that. It must be nice to live your life and not worry about ever shitting yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like they that's not a worry of theirs. They don't think, oh, I got to fart, but I got to be careful that I don't shit myself. Like that thought never crosses their minds.
It probably 50% of the time that I fart, I'm worried.
Me too.
And I'm fine.
Yeah, me too.
99.9% of the time, but there's just
but there's a fear. Yeah, there's like yeah, that's there. I'm like mentally separating the air and the solid every time I fart. I'm like, okay, that's good. We're good.
One time when I was driving to work, I didn't. I was 3 blocks from work, and it's like 5:30 in the morning, and same thing. I just kind of like lean over, rip, and like I had full trust and had no worries at all, and it was full on like pancake in my dude.
That's what happened. That's
horrible.
What happened to me. It was it just came. It's so stupid. I hate that. I'm like, there was no difference with that feeling than any other feeling when I farted.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Can't do it. It was on my seat. Oh, so gross. That was before I had.
You were like wearing shorts. Or something?
Yeah, I was wearing basketball shorts and boxers. There was nothing holding in.
There was nothing.
Dude, yeah. I probably in that one fart, I had a half gallon of like runny mashed potato poop come out. It was horrible. It was horrible.
That's disgusting.
Walking around Walmart buying shorts.
You weren't close to home?
No, like dude, I was, I lived in Queen Creek at the time, and then I worked in like 7th Street and Bell, and I was 2 blocks from 7th Street and Bell, and when I farted, when I shit. Actually, I walked in, and I clocked in, and then I think I went to the bathroom there, thinking like maybe I could do something about this, and then I was like, oh, it's a total loss. All of this is gone. I have to burn it all. I like threw my underwear away. And then just put my shorts on, and then I like left work and fucking went to Walmart. So glad I had. I'm sure I paid $10 for those shorts at Walmart, and I had $11 in my bank account.
Where did this shit go? Like you had a lot of shit there. Were you able to scoop it out before you got into the work?
No, dude. So I walked in, I waddled in, and it was there.
And no one stopped to talk to you? No one stopped you to talk, or
I don't think so.
Like you didn't see anybody?
Dude, I dashed right away. Like,
yeah.
You know, like now with kids, when they take a shit in their diaper, how bad it stinks. I'm walking into the freaking like building just smelling that. But it was so bad. Yeah.
Yes.
So I badged in, just went right to the restroom.
You just got lucky because like with my luck, I know someone would have stopped to talk to me or something. Yeah. Or, I don't think I've ever been able to go in and clock in and nobody be there when I do it.
Yeah. No one talks to me that much anyways. I was fairly new there. Dude,
right.
I remember standing in line at Walmart, trying to buy these shorts, and just fucking all I smell is just coming up. I just smell it. Oh, it's horrible. I was like, please get away from me, old lady. Like, I don't want you to smell me.
And you go into the bathroom in Walmart and change?
I wasn't going back into my car. Yeah.
And then you wash up as much as you can? Or
I got paper towels, got them wet, and then I even had to bring paper towels out because I had shit on my seat.
Shit.
I should have bought a towel. Dude, I didn't have any money. I'm lucky that I was able to buy those shorts,
You're like living paycheck to paycheck there. You're like, shit, I just paid rent. I don't got anything in my account.
Dude, I must have been, I didn't know Kim. Yeah, so I was probably 22 or 23.
Yeah.
I was dumb.
Yeah. And that's a young man to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I was pretty young when I did it too, but normally you can't trust a fart the older you get. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know I feel like
sure.
I was more confident with my farts when I was in my 20s and 30s. Yeah. In my 40s, I'm like, oh shit, I don't trust not a one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe because we've gone through it.
I eat better now as a 40-year-old than I did as a 20. Like, I don't eat Wendy's every day,
right.
But it was, it was dumb. Dude, freaking Diamondbacks, man. I don't follow baseball at all, but everyone that I'm freaking running into is like, dude, you watch baseball? And I'm like, no. But I guess...
Well, they lost tonight. This is their first loss. They won 6 in a row, and they're number 1 team in baseball. So it's a huge surprise.
And they're playing Atlanta tonight?
Yeah.
And they're number 2, right? In the...
Yeah, so...
National League? Yeah.
No, I think I thought they were saying that Atlanta was like number 2 in all of baseball also.
Okay.
Like the number one, I'm pretty sure. Why can't I remember now? I know they were tied for first in the division a couple days ago with the Dodgers, and they were also saying they're also the top team in Major League Baseball with the best record. But now I don't know if I believe that. Maybe it's just National League.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, they're up there. They're way performing better than they're supposed to be.
Huh.
So this is great. We watch baseball. If it's on TV, we turn it on, unless we have a show we're gonna watch or we're supposed to be watching.
Right.
Dude, did you ever watch Ted Lasso?
Yeah, I just finished it.
Dude, Oh, it's so good. I love that show.
Good.
I freaking love it. I loved it. I miss it. I'm sad as con.
Yeah.
But yeah. Diamondbacks are kicking ass.
Dude, so you had a car accident like 6 months ago?
No, this is 2 years ago almost now.
2 years ago? Fuck.
Yeah, it was December of 2021.
I have no sense
December
of time.
21. Huh?
I have no sense of time. So anyways, so you had a new truck. You were on your way to work. You were making a left-hand turn.
No, I was going straight. Someone turned left in front of me.
Okay, gotcha.
And I T-boned him kind of.
And,
actually, I tried to avoid it. And I hit him. I was going like 30 or 40. I mean, I slammed on my brakes, but
right.
I was probably going 50 at the time and then slammed on my brakes and hit him at 30 or 40. Airbags didn't blow either, which is weird.
Right. But you hit it on the edge, didn't you? Like the corner?
Yeah, I hit it on the front fender, but still, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still stopping.
Right.
And then, so, we were getting everything. My insurance, this person was underinsured, so my insurance had to cover my truck. So,
which was totaled.
Which was totaled, yeah. Brand new truck. I made my first payment on it.
That sucks.
And so that was taken care of, which I kind of got screwed there too, because we ended up having to pay more for the truck that I just got. You know what I mean? Like they didn't give me enough to pay the full amount for our new truck. You know what I mean?
Right.
For the next new truck. And so the first, we start dealing with the other part of the insurance, and we're dealing with the other person's insurance. And I'm like, well, we tell them what was going on. So they offered me $1,000. And I'm like, no, that's not going to work. So I'm like, okay. It was like, they're going to pay for my chiropractor appointments and $1,000. That's what it was. And I'm like, no, that's not working. And then he's like, well, he comes back, goes, well, we can do my management says I could do $2,000. I'm like, that's not enough, dude. And so we put this whole thing together, whole packet together, and we sent it. And he's like, okay, well,
like I talked to my manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Christy did it because she's smart.
You're right.
And then they offered us $3,000. And then like their final offer, I was like, no, it's not going to work. We kept going back and forth. And then their final offer was $4,000. I'm like, well, no, you know what? This is ridiculous. We'll just get a lawyer. And they're like, okay. And then so I talked to the lawyer recently, a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And like, he's going to do exactly what we did. Pretty much he could take our packet that we turned in and he can turn it in.
Right.
And do the same exact thing. And he even said, he goes, this is probably the best, this is what we're going to do. This is probably the best put together, I forget what they call it, demand letter with all the, with all the missing payments and stuff. Anyway, he was like, this is very well done. I'm like, yeah, my wife did it. She's awesome. But,
it's awesome.
But, so now we got to pay 30% to a lawyer, for them to do exactly what we just did. It just fucking pisses me off.
But like the lawyer has like the ability to go to court, right? Or like sue them and everything.
And if they go to court, it's 40%. And if they like, there's different levels. If it's 30% to do this, what they're doing. And then if they have to, there's another level that's 40%. And if they go to court, it's 50%. So, I might just get 50% of it, which I imagine, can you, I wonder if they can sue, like if we end up having to go to court, can we sue for lawyer fees as well?
No idea.
I don't know. Anyway, it pisses me off. It's just, it's $20,000 that's owed to me. That's what they should have just paid me. So either way, if they take 30% of that, maybe it's 25,000 that they might get. It is 25. The max amount is $25,000.
But
so
even
if they take 30% of that, that's more than the 4,000 they were going to give me anyway.
Sure. If they were gonna, if that driver was fully insured, would it have it just would have been no big deal? They would have just given you the $20,000 or whatever.
No, I don't know about that. I don't know. I would say if you're ever in an accident that's not your fault, you have to get a lawyer. You've been in. Remember you got some girl high on
pills,
painkillers hit you or something.
Yeah.
Like you should have got a lawyer. Like, I mean, you probably would have got paid.
Dude, I didn't have anything wrong though. I mean, I was in a tank, 75 Dodge Dart,
Yeah.
1975
Yeah,
Dodge Dart.
true.
She was in like a freaking Honda Civic.
But it didn't. You were able to drive that still.
Oh yeah,
drive your car
I was
still
driving.
after that.
Yeah. Dude, it did nothing. It did nothing. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're ever in an accident where your car's not drivable anymore, or you're injured in any way, you have to get a lawyer. You have to. It's just this. I'm mad at myself for not doing it right away, because I was like, oh, because the guy that we're dealing with was making it sound like, oh yeah, well, just give us all the stuff, tell us what you're missing, and we'll pay it out. And I'm like, okay, well, that sounds easy. We don't need a lawyer for this.
They come
and then
out
they
with
won't fucking do it.
$1,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, $1,000's what
Yeah.
I got for that accident, where my
Yeah.
vehicle was
Yeah.
fine, and it was a little bit like hardship of like I had to go do a few things and appointments for whatever, but so I got $1,000. So, and that's what they offered you for a total truck with freaking 3 months of missed work.
Yeah,
That's bullshit, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You guys are fucking stupid.
That's where you need a lawyer. I mean,
But-
lawyer's going to come in and force their hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So either way, I guess I look at it as, whatever I get from there, it's gonna be more than the $4,000 they wanted to give me.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like we're broke. We didn't go broke over it.
Right.
So
Dude,
we'll just
when you get that money and you're going to buy a new computer, we'll talk, man. You get a new Mac if that's what you want to get.
Yeah, I will. I will get. I don't even really need a new Mac. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna get a laptop. I want a desktop of some sort.
Yeah.
A computer.
Dude, you can get a Mac Mini,
yeah.
one of those, like an M1 Mac Mini for, I don't know, $500, dude. It's going to be way better than the one you have.
Yeah, and I'm sure it will, but I don't. Like I said, I don't want to be limited. So I want to get more of a mid grade. You know what I mean? Like a middle grade. In 5 years, is that one gonna suck?
Maybe. I don't know, like in comparison, right? I think processors are making a huge leap right now with the way that they're making them. Like the M1 and the M2 chip, and even what Intel is doing with just, I don't know what it is. They're getting like memory close to the processor. It's like built on board the chip somehow. It's different.
Oh, well.
And then they have like multiple types of cores, economy cores versus like full speed or whatever.
Right. But
So applications.
Apple uses their own chip now. They don't use an Intel chip, right?
Right, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Intel already started doing that, like with the multiple cores and stuff. And I know Apple did. I think they stole people from Intel.
Yeah.
But to help make their chip. But
right.
yeah, dude. That's the M1, dude. Dude, if you were to spend freaking $500, man, you need a monitor at that point still, but monitors $100, $150, $200.
Yeah.
You'd be fine, like way better than what you got. And like, what do you want to upgrade to? Like, you can't upgrade a Mac no matter what. I mean, and you don't do anything on your Mac. It's an internet machine.
This is true. I don't. I do this.
Yeah.
What we're doing here. This is. I didn't. Matter of fact, I didn't use this computer for 10 years until this happened.
You'll be fine.
So you're right.
Do spend more money if you want, but
Yeah. But like, what can I do on a computer? I mean, should I be utilizing a computer? I don't know.
100%.
Yeah.
Dude, that M1 is gonna be way better. Go ahead.
I did. We had talked about the ChatGPT earlier, right?
Yeah.
And they have an app on the Apple phone now. It's a good ChatGPT app.
It's from OpenAI.
Before we couldn't. We had to go through the web.
Through the web,
right?
yeah.
It must be recently that they got an app, right? Because I wasn't able to look for.
I think, yeah.
So I got it. I just got it. So we had our mid-year reviews I have to do for my people.
Oh yeah.
And I'm typing up these mid-year reviews. I'm like, oh, I sound like a dumb. And like, it takes like 45 minutes to write one paragraph for one person.
Yeah.
For me, at least 45 minutes. And I'm like, that sounds like shit. So
Well,
I'm
is
like,
it because you hunt and peck?
Well, I do type like that anyway, right?
Okay.
But then it's just like, I'll have it typed out. I'll read it. I'm like, ugh.
You're right.
And I'll delete it.
Totally.
Start something up. And I'll stare at it and read it for another 10 minutes. And I'm like, I hate it. I got to I don't want to sound like this. I don't want to sound like that. So I was like, I downloaded the app on my iPhone and I'm like, hey, I'm writing a mid-year review for these are the things she's good at. These are things she needs to work on. She has 0 quality incidences, 0 safety incidents, and perfect attendance. Can you put that in a review for me? and it puts up in this huge like 15 paragraph thing, and I'm like, no, can you condense all of this to one paragraph? Puts it to one paragraph. I read it. I'm like, can you add this? Adds it. And then I'm like, can you make it less personal? Because it's like, way to go, Jackie, at the end of it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, can you make it less personal? And it takes out that way to go, Jackie, or, and then it was a little too fluffy. It's a little too nice. I go, can you make it less fluffy?
Yeah.
And it boom, boom. And then all of a sudden, boom, I copy paste it and I put it in. Done.
That's awesome.
Done. I mean, it took me like 10. It still took to do the 20 people I had to do. It still took me a night and a half. But like I'm doing that and other stuff. A shift and a half. But it was way quicker than just me typing, thinking, and double guessing myself.
Yeah.
And
So did you have to download it on your phone and use the phone version because you don't have access from your computer?
Yeah. I can't log into it at work.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, like they don't let us use GPT. Like you can't open that up at my work.
Yeah. Dude,
which for some, I don't know why.
You could have.
I'm sure there's.
Like the second or third one you did you prompt it differently?
What do you mean?
So you could have.
Oh, yeah.
Like you could have said, this is.
So I would. Yep. So what I did is I was like, I'm in the same, because I kept the same chat open. So I go, in the same format, can you
here's
write
one for
another
Jose.
review for this person?
Yeah.
And it would do it. And it's weird because, ChatGPT is kind of dumb still because all of a sudden it's different. Like I'll do 3 or 4 good ones in their same format. And all of a sudden this 5th one is like, dude, this is totally, what are you doing?
You forgot.
So then I'll almost have to start right back. I'll have to almost start a whole new chat kind of.
Yeah.
But,
I don't,
but yeah, it was still good.
I don't have an Apple phone. And so I've only used the web, and they don't have an Android version out yet. But I know they I don't know. You can have. Was that a fart?
Yeah,
that's awesome. I heard it. Yeah, dude, I've seen that before, where it just kind of loses itself and like it just forgets what you're talking about, and you gotta like, hey, dude, 4 messages ago I said this, and like, oh, I'm so sorry, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it'll say, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. Yeah, dude, it's awesome. What did I use it for the other day? I'm trying to use it more and more like, it's a tool now. We got to use it, and which is, dude. And what you used it for? Like I've used it for like 5 times already. We'll freaking hire someone, or we will interview someone for a position, and we don't want to hire them. And I'll do the same thing. I'll sit there and I'll stare at my freaking email for 45 minutes of my like rejection email about why and this and that, and I just feel like an asshole. And I'm like, I'm like, oh, this just sounds like I don't care. And then, so I'll just use ChatGPT. I'll be like, hey, this person with these qualities, we're looking for something like this. They were a nice person, but it's not a good fit. And then spits out this thing. I'm like, copy paste, done, walk away. Yeah, it's great.
See, me, since I have it on my phone, I have to copy it, send it to myself in Teams, so I can log into my Teams on my computer at work, copy it from there, and then put it into the Workday or whatever we use there.
Workday is what you guys use? That's cool.
Yeah. But I was like, I could do this. I mean, although it's got to be obvious to me. Like when they see these, they're gonna be like, maybe not my employees, but like if my boss sees it, they're gonna be like, there's a lot of big words in there. Chris doesn't really talk like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they might see.
Dude, I bet you they won't even notice. Like they'll just be like, shit, I gotta up my game. And they're using it too. Yeah. If they're not, they're dumb for not using it. And it, I heard that. That one too.
Damn, I have gas right now. Something's going on.
And
every one of them is like, I'm good.
Yeah, no, dude, you gotta. I don't think anyone's ever gonna notice. I saw someone at work using it the other day, and they got scared.
Did they get embarrassed? Like they stop?
Like, dude, because I walked through our we walked through our double doors. And then I can see this person's computer, and then click, it went away. Like they were just hiding it real quick. And I looked back at them.
Did you go thug?
And I was like, dude, ChatGPT, good job. Like, because we're allowed to use it at work.
Yeah.
And we have rules that have been established of what you can't put on it, what you can, but this person was just like not. They were embarrassed because I've talked to them before, and they're like, no, ChatGPT, it doesn't know about it. And I was like, you don't know.
And then they're using it.
Yeah.
See, that's why they close it right quick. It was more of a pride thing, not I'm afraid people see me using it kind of thing.
Dude, I've thought about it like since I saw it, like since that interaction, and I'm gonna talk to them on Monday, and I'm like, hey, it's okay, right? Like,
right.
Tell me what you've learned by using it, and I'll tell you what I've learned, so we can be better at it.
Right. And is that a peer or is it somebody who works under you?
No, this person's over me. Well, they're not over me. It's a different department. But they are. They're a director. I'm not a director. Director's one level above me.
Okay.
But they had just got that role. So.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, dude, you got to do a lot of writing and stupid stuff. I mean, that's perfect for it. You know what I mean? Like if you got to do any kind of letters or emails that you're sending out to somebody, you should use it,
dude. I will copy paste code. Nothing. We don't reinvent the wheel where we're at. We're not doing anything crazy. You know what I mean? Where it's freaking payroll data.
Yeah.
And so our code, nothing is hard coded. So there's no employee information. There's nothing. It's just code. And so I'll copy paste it in there, and I'll be like, hey, where could I do this better? And it'll go through and just, well, it looks like you're doing this and blah blah blah. And it's like, this could be a little bit better. And then I'm like, okay, can you show that to me? And then I'm like, oh no, I don't like that. Like that's not readable. That's not how we would write it here. I don't think that's easy to maintain. So I'll keep my version. And then I'll
wait, you're doing it with code?
Yeah, I just copy paste code into it.
Oh wow.
So I already wrote it. I wrote the code, and then I just want to see can they optimize it? Is there a gotcha that I missed?
Right.
And then and then I'll either take what they say or not, and then I say, hey, can you comment that code for me? And so then they comment it. So now each line it explains what I'm trying to do, so I don't have to write out all those comments, which is great. And then I'll have it write tests for me. I'll say, hey, can you write a test for that? I use this library. I do this. This is how I want it to look. It's never perfect, but it gets me fucking 90%, man.
It steers you in the right direction, right?
And I have to tell it, right? Like much like your prompt, you say, hey, no, I want it written like this. I want it written I have to do the same thing with code because it can't. Right. It could write a function really well, but it can't write a system. It can't write even part of an application very well, but it could write a much smaller piece of the app it can handle. Again, just a function.
Can it I need to make some sort of a tracker Excel thing? Can it do that for me?
I don't know what Excel code looks like, right? Like how do an Excel file?
I don't know anything about Excel.
Right.
I can open up a blank Excel sheet and just put stuff in the freaking little squares, and that's it. That's all.
Same.
That's all.
Dude, I'm an idiot. I mean, I have YouTube, and so but in 3 hours, I can connect to a database and I'll do some other stuff. But I couldn't do it again. Like I needed a checklist to tell me step by step. But I wonder about that. Could it?
I don't know.
You could ask it at least. How do I do this?
Right.
Right. And then
maybe I'll try that.
Yeah,
I might give that a go because I got this tracker I got to do, and I have zero Excel skills, and I'm like, ugh, it's one of my projects I got to do, and I'm like, all I do is stare. I open up Excel and I stare at it all night.
Can you?
And I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Can you?
And should I Google it? Yes, but I'm like, it's hard to put into words what I even want, though. That's the problem too. So.
Sure. Can you use YouTube at work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
dude, YouTube.
But plus, I could use it on my phone anyway, so it don't matter.
That's usually unless I have multiple monitors or something. But I could post it up and watch. Pause. Okay, where's it at?
Right.
It's like, it's from 2011. Fuck, man, this isn't gonna work. But dude, the hardest thing with Excel for me is knowing what to call it. I have no idea. I wanted a pivot table. I don't know what that even means. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess it's take some data and pivot it somehow, but I don't fucking know. But yeah,
Christy's real good at Excel.
It's the shit, man. What did I do? What did I do the other day? I did something in ChatGPT, man. It was cool. I'm not going to remember. I can go through my list. I keep all my chats. I paid for it, so I get ChatGPT 4, which is better than 3.5. It can search the web now.
I didn't see an option to pay for anything on that thing.
Their OpenAI site sucks. To sign up for to give them money, they make it difficult. I feel like it's buried deep. If you don't use it a bunch, I don't know if it's worth it. Like for me, I use it as research because it's not going away. And if if what you're able to do with it works just fine, then stick with stay with it until it doesn't work. This fucking sucks, man.
Right.
Okay, pay for 4 now.
So the more you use it, are you getting more comfortable with it, or are you thinking, okay, I'm still fucked?
No,
in the long run.
No, because it can't build an application yet. It's coming. 10 years, it's going to be a different world. But I think that's why I said, like, I treat it as a tool now. I have to learn how to prompt it. You know what I mean?
Well, that, and because other people will, and it's like using steroids in baseball. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not using it, you're behind the game. You're not going to be hitting the home runs that these other guys are hitting.
Perfect analogy. That's the same exact thing, man.
Yeah.
Same exact thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I have one other thing I want to talk about, but I didn't write it down. Let me check my list.
Camping?
Diamondbacks.
Do you want to talk about camping?
We can.
No, I was just wondering.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't camping. I don't know. Guess I got nothing else.
Dude, I left my friggin' toothbrush there. I left my gun there in the freaking side-by-side glove department. I thought that we left the heater on, but I think you must have turned it off or something. And so I was like freaking out. Like, I left. I'm like, fuck, I forgot to turn the heater off. You know, it's going to be glowing the whole time we're there. My parents aren't going to be there for, I don't know when they're planning. They end up going up the next weekend.
Sure.
But, and they're like, oh no, you know, the heater was off. And I couldn't tell if that's something that she didn't want it off or wanted it off. I don't know.
Right.
And then, and she goes, but the garage light was on. And I'm like, garage light? I don't remember turning on the garage light, but I probably did. So, oh well, left that one on.
So 15 cents, right? What is it, an LED anyways? Like, you know?
Yeah. I don't even know. I was like, is that a problem? Right. Are you telling me that I left the garage light on and that's a problem? Or
you wanted it to look like no one was home and the property was abandoned? Right. Is that what you were gunning for? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude.
You know, a light in the garage keeps the bugs away. That's what I hear.
Yeah. Dude, it kept the garage a little warm.
Yeah.
I freaking had, you know, my bag of stuff, you know, cameras and all that shit for this podcast. And I had this power adapter that looked like a laptop power adapter. And so I went to go plug it into mine and it didn't fit. And I was like, oh, fuck, did I steal your dad's power adapter? Like, somehow was it on the ground when I thought it was mine?
Right.
And
was it?
No, it turned out it wasn't. It was for this light over here. But and I was like, how did I not notice it was for the fucking light? Like, it's so obvious, you know. But I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, I gotta tell Chris to tell his dad that I'm sorry. Like, I'll send one to them. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, this sucks, dude. Like, your dad's all pissed. I can see him being like, where's my fucking shit? You know, yeah. Totally. Dude, so they didn't notice it, that anything, like, obviously we didn't do anything bad and nothing was fucked up, but we left it haunted just from our Ouija board usage. Like, there's a ghost there. There's a spirit we left there, so. Dude, I felt bad for you when I was driving home about Ouija board.
That it was unsuccessful, that was like kind of lame?
Yeah.
Or, like nothing happened. I wanted something to happen and it didn't happen.
That's it, yeah. Like, I told Kim, even someone at work, because I told him we were going to do the Ouija board, and he was like, how was it? And I was like, dude, it's exactly how I thought. Like, it you know, it was nothing. Right. And but like, I felt like you were so sad.
I was upset. I was upset that it didn't work like I wanted. Like, I remembered it working. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I remembered it working. It was, I mean, there were some times, like, even like, but like you said, I mean, most everything could be explained, but there were some times I'm like, oh man, what is it doing? Like, I feel something.
Yeah.
And it could be you, it could be me feeling, you know, but like, there was a couple times even you got chills. You were like,
yeah. When it moved, you know, when it moved down that one time, I was like, what is going on
and
here?
I totally felt it. Like, and really, Chris, like, I swear that it didn't make me believe less. I'll tell you that much. I don't like, oh, you know, this is all. I just think that it's us. Like, if anything, I mean, besides it not being real, it could just be us. Like, I felt like I was fighting it the whole time. Like, I didn't want to be the one pushing it, so I made sure that I was going against it almost. Like, I wanted it to fight me back. You know what I mean? Or,
but that's how it was when we were kids. I felt like it was.
Dude, I felt like that thing cruised like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it just moved smoothly. It went to everything it wanted to do. Yep. And it always had this weird motion when we were kids. I remember it would just kind of circly go somewhere. It would never hardly go straight somewhere. It would almost kind of like, it would almost go, you know. Was
that my mom though, man?
Listen,
that was most. I mean, I know you and I did it together as a kid, but that was mostly my mom. I feel like mostly my mom had to have been moving that.
It's possible, definitely, when But you and I did it a lot, just you
That's
and
what I'm saying. You're right. I
So-
remember.
But I remember it moving smoothly then too. You know what I mean? When it was just you and I.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just
I
felt
don't
bad. I like how you're saying that it hasn't changed your mind. It's still possibly real. But you're just holding.
Yes.
But so the first night we did it, I was done so early. I was like, I think we were in it for 45 minutes. Nothing was going on. I was like, all right,
Right.
let's just wrap this up. You know what I mean?
Let's move on.
Yeah. And we're trying
And
to.
I just really wanted to
Yeah,
work.
and then I felt bad, and I was like, all right, the second night, I was like, we're going. I'm all in. I gotta let go of it all.
Right.
I gotta do it. We'll just go. Like if Chris wants to do it for 3 hours, we'll do it for 3 hours. Like we're just gonna do
Right.
it. And like you just were like, all right, one more time. We do it. And you're like, okay, one more time. I was like, dude, we're like hour 3 here, man. What are we doing? I was like, all right, let's stick with it, man. But and that's where you're being so mad.
But also wasn't helping that like when we felt like it was moving or doing something, we took our hands off of it. You know what I mean? Instead of like it would go to a letter or we felt like it moved somewhere to a certain location, and then we'd take our hands off of it, or and it was almost like having to redo it every time or something. I don't know.
That's mostly because I'm fat and my back was hurting. You know what I mean? Because I'm like keeping my elbows off the table.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It
my
was
shoulder
awkward,
blades.
yeah.
I'm like, fuck. All right. You know?
Yeah. I get it. But yeah. So yeah, go ahead, make fun of me. I'm not. I still don't think that it didn't change my mind much one way or the other.
It's not making fun of you. I'm not. That's not where I'm going. I felt like I did that night a little bit, and I didn't mean to. But it's I don't know. You believe, man, 100% that this is somehow a portal to.
I believe
the undead.
it's something. Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. It's something. I feel like there's something going on there. What is it?
It's just the way
What
you
is
would
it,
talk.
Chris?
You would be like, is somebody there?
But then I would
Is
be like, Chris,
somebody
you talk
there? I know.
because I
No,
I
but
feel
then you're like,
yeah,
all right, we got to make our questions. We got to stick with one question. Just ask the one question over and over again. I was like, all right, good. Okay. All right. Cool. You do it. All right. Are you there? If you're there, can you tell me your name? If you're there, can you tell me the year you were born? Okay. Only one
couldn't
question.
do it.
One question. Are you there? What's your
Yeah.
name? What's your name? What's your name? Over and over again. I was like, we're not getting anywhere with this.
Jeez. Yeah, I was looking at it.
It was fun. Dude, it was a fun camping trip. I'm glad we went. We should do it again.
Yeah. My wife noticed that dot on my one of the dots on my back. She's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's where I got shot with the airsoft gun. No big deal."
I was all healed up. Kim
Yeah,
didn't notice anything.
just on that one side.
Yeah.
I took my shirt off. She's like, "What's it? What is that?"
That was like one of the
'Cause that
first
one was-
shots, I feel like.
Yeah. What about your calf? Couldn't have healed. That was like cut. That like
It was fine.
it was fine.
Dude, like the next day it was fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were too far. That gun, dude, it sucked. I don't know how we fucked up that scope so bad.
Yeah. I don't get it either. But I mean, it's a shitty scope.
Yeah, but it was.
We had it in. I mean, like we knew where to aim to get it though. It would have just been better to be able to put your crosshairs on exactly where you're gonna hit.
Wasn't it? Maybe at your house when we were shooting it, it wasn't really obviously perfect, and we didn't notice.
We
just got
didn't dial
close.
it that in at all. Yeah.
We were just way too close at your house, so we couldn't miss.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck that.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Doing that again.
That fucking hurts. But yeah. And you made but I did beat you in one game of chess, right? Just one.
Was it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One game. Yeah.
Just one game, and then I think you tore me up twice. Then I beat you once. Did we play again?
I feel
after
like we
that?
played 5 times. At
Five
least
times?
4. Dude, because I
Maybe
had,
4,
I
'cause
had
I think-
9 shots on you. 9.
Yeah, that was just from that first night. But I
Bro,
played.
but that's
I
3
played
games.
you again the next night.
Like if you lost in chess.
No. One game was 3. Yes,
And then
3
that
games.
was all just the one night, and then we played a few
and then
more
the
times.
next night I won one.
Yeah, but we played more than one game the night after.
I think, and then you won the next
Yeah.
one. Yeah, we probably played 5 games.
Dude, all I know,
5 games.
I don't. My daughter beats me in Connect 4, and I feel dumb. Well, I also shared. I was like, this is how I do it.
Right. Oh yeah.
And so, but it feels good. I think the last 3 times we played chess, like the last 3
Yeah, he
individual
dominated
moments, dude, owned you, and I love it.
I think, like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like I've digressed. I don't know what it is. I feel like even when playing Jake, I'm like, Whoa, why did I not see that? How am I missing these things?
Right.
I don't know what's going on. My brain.
You own me in cornhole.
Old man
though.
brain. That's
I
true.
didn't win a single
You
one.
did make, like, there were some good games though. There were some where you were on. I'm like, holy shit, I have to make a bagger to stay alive.
That's what you do. That's the
continue me
problem.
beating.
You just
Yeah.
freaking, like, every time I got a bagger, you get one. You're like,
Yeah.
it's dumb.
You know, at least you're smarter than me. I just have more skills. That's good.
I don't think I'm
We'll go
smarter
with
than
that.
you. It's not true.
No, yeah, you definitely are.
All right, dude. We should call it though, man.
All right.
Before your computer craps out again.
I know. I'm surprised it lasted this long.
I know.
Stupid thing.
Longest one yet.
I wouldn't. Well, did I? When I told you it updated? Oh no, that was before it crashed last time. I told you it updated Chrome, so it still crashed. So, all right. Well, hopefully I get a new computer soon.
Do it.
All right, brother.
All right, man. It's fun. I'll talk to you later, dude.